New York and the Broadways, and I'm like,
Wrong part of the state.
I saw waterfalls, but not Niagara Falls. Like,
that's too north. I mean, I could take you up there.
I'd have to teleport. I'm not driving that far.
It's only up.
We're off topic again.
We are.
Anyway, so our bromance aside, our super duper bromance aside, so I think you and I already know who this is going to be.
We hope. I mean, it makes sense.
That you need to prepare your eardrums.
This is the only
for my shrieking, because anybody who was idiotic or brave enough to sit through our portions of season 1 already know how much I love who this might be.
And it makes sense with where Maya was talking.
Yeah.
If it's who I think it is.
This makes sense. And it's the details that are on there, because it was somebody who was physically around Pharaoh. It's gotta be him. So let's find out.
Okay, let me get arranged.
Oh yeah, queued up. Yeah, move my Skype window around. I'm super excited because I really hope it's him, because I will shriek like a banshee, and I already had like my sads today.
Yeah.
So
anyone wearing earbuds, I suggest you don't wear them and put this on your computer speakers if possible, because if
turn
she
it
shrieks...
down the first time you listen to it. Turn it down the first.
That's the warning right now. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're pretty sure. All right, I'm just gonna update Twitter real quick.
Because this is why we do these things together, because I suck at the whole networking thing.
Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm laughing at an unrelated tweet rather. Hashtag hunt the truth. Oh gosh. Apparently my cosplay group got followed by 4 bots claiming to be Justin Bieber's former YouTube marketing consultant.
Oh my god.
And then the reply to that tweet says, and now this tweet is being favorited by bots. I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. Anyway, sorry that those really are bots.
Yeah.
Those really are bots. That's really funny. Alright, so that aside, we are live. Hunt the truth, blah, blah, blah. Ready to 5 count? 3 count? How many counts do we want?
I don't know. Pick a number.
Okay, well, we're gonna count from 3 because I'm feeling a little spicy today, okay? Shut up. Alright, and 3, 2, 1, play.
My ears were still ringing from the bombs. Oni had sent me in on a recon mission, but then they'd hit the base with everything they had, almost no warning. No attempt to protect me, or Ari. Certainly not civilians. I was just another data point to them. Disposable. I could feel all the hearts and minds I'd fought for slipping away. The UNSC would always bomb, and the rebels would always take up arms in vengeance. Maybe both Sully and Ilsa were right. There was no room for anything else. As I looked down at Bostwick, I couldn't help but feel guilty. I had taken this lost, naive kid and turned her into a foot soldier for my cause. I'd become an expert at rationalizing my actions, telling myself that ultimately, I was working towards the greater good. Can I see the window?
Don't touch me! I'd recommend sedating her until we can effectively...
See?
Baby, shut up!
Rest. As Bostwick drifted out of consciousness, I looked over at the data chip. Ari secured prime intel on the anomalies. And after that airstrike, any shred of faith I had that Oni would do the right thing with it was gone.
Why would you think that to start with?
Just cover the whole thing up and let another colony fall.
Because fictional characters.
This could help save lives. I wasn't gonna turn it over to them. I was gonna get real answers. and there was only one person who could give them to
You
me.
tell him, Pharaoh.
The only problem was
He's dead.
he'd been dead for months.
Yeah! Bring me.
The safe house
That
barely
horizon.
qualified as a house. A crumbling old farm on the outskirts of Binturong, a dusty wasteland in the outer
Oh my god, I'm
colonies.
so excited right
That's
No
now.
one
true.
around for miles.
So excited right
except
now.
for the occasional alien trader.
Aliens.
Not a
Don't
great
care about
place to
aliens.
live,
Just care about.
but a perfect place to hide.
What is this place?
Shut up,
It's not in my
BB.
database of safe houses.
BB.
It's off the grid.
Oh,
There's
no
some sort of
shit,
signal
baby.
interference here.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. The safe house was an old lesson from Ari. When Oni puts you under cover, you lose everything. Every trace of who you were is wiped away to protect the mission. Ari taught me, always keep a place just for me.
Oh my
A
god.
place to keep memories.
Oh,
Distant
man.
attached to the life Oni had erased. A place I could run away to when cover got too deep. Somewhere to ground myself. Or maybe stash a secret.
Oh. This is.
Don't come in!
Ah!
I've got a gun! I've got you!
Save your ears!
Maya! You're back! I thought you'd never come back! I thought you'd never come back.
He looked rough. Greasy hair, a thin, patchy beard. The weight he'd lost in his face made his darting, bloodshot eyes all the more unsettling. What have you been doing to my house?
Oh, you have no idea what it's been like.
He's been eating mac and cheese.
Why are you carrying a dead person?
She's not dead.
Why are you carrying it?
Get her into the bunk.
Mashak Murad.
Shut up, BB.
Oh, is that an AI?
Well, you're rather energetic for a dead man.
You've got an AI?
This is Black Box.
The official report indicated that you had been terminated, quite brutally, if I recall.
I wish I had been.
It does look like he's been tortured.
He hasn't been tortured.
Oh, really? Okay, well then what would you call it? She left me here with no comms, no access to Waypoint, no slush. I've been reading paper books. Paper books.
I couldn't
going
go
through
with
withdrawal.
killing the shock.
Pages.
He'd figured out my secret, and he was
Oh my
gonna
God.
tell Ben. He had to be silenced, but
And even if I managed to finish
when I
one of them,
broke into his
which I
house
did,
that
I
night,
wouldn't even have
he got
anything
so
else to talk
scared,
about it.
he ran headfirst into a wall and knocked himself unconscious.
Stealing
He's a
food.
Really,
great
Mashak?
hacker, but dangerous?
Oh my
Not even
god.
That
close.
was even worse.
So I hid him, stuck him out in the middle of nowhere, and put a blackout array cutting off communications for a kilo in every direction. But a few months cut off from
baby.
the outside world had left him a little tech
Poor
starved.
baby.
And honest to goodness, AI was the best toy I could have brought him.
You know, you're really top of the line stuff. You live on this chip?
In a way, you see...
Okay, I have a question. I'm sure you get it all the time. But other AIs look like people, right? But you're just like a big blue cube.
I am pure intellect. I feel no need
Oh,
to
shut
affect
up,
the
BB.
sun in order to make myself more
This is where he's
palatable
a
to
dick.
humans. I am what I am. I am Black Box.
Yeah, right. But the box is really blue.
That's what I was thinking
Black
too.
is the absence of light. A hologram can't display black.
I think I'm gonna call you Blue Cube.
Did you just electrocute me?
No. Oh, hang on. Yes.
Listen, Blue Cube, I can stick this chip in a micro cooker.
Stop it.
Hey, why did you bring him here? He's owning.
Mashak, I'm owning.
And how long is that going to last once he tells them you're keeping me alive? You can't trust an AI. They want you to think they're these perfect synthetic beings, but you know how they make them? They take some dead guy's brain and just rewire it with new programming. They're basically computer zombies.
We also have excellent heroes.
We're zombies.
The anomalies, the same ones you were tracking, they're here now, and they're real. They've already destroyed 5 colonies. Now I've got a data chip full of intel from one of the sites and 0 context. I need information. The kind that isn't sitting out there in the Waypoint Index.
Wait.
The kind you can only find in the slush.
Do you mean you're going to give me back my compad?
Hold on.
Yes!
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm opening up a limited channel. An encrypted frequency just for you so BB can't use it to call Oni.
I'm not sensing a lot of trust between us.
Shut up,
Find out
BB.
what's going on. Fast.
Absolutely.
God.
1 billion% focused. Wow, I have a lot of unread messages. Oh no.
What?
The shocks
The
now.
unthinkable has happened. I fell off the leaderboards in Ungoy Farmer.
Mashak!
He's 1 billion% focused.
While Mashak tried to uncover the secrets of the slush, I went in to check on Bostwick's wounds. Mashak had made a real mess of the place.
Oh my god.
Clothes and ration wrappers on every surface. But I noticed Mashak had left one area untouched. My shelf. I picked up an old photo. Me as a little girl holding up a trophy. Spelling, I think? It was hard to remember the exact moment, but I remembered the place. My dad's old cabin. When I was setting up the safe house, I kept thinking back to that cabin, with its wooden walls and a door my dad carved himself. Something about it always felt so real, so permanent. I was still lost in the past when I looked over and saw Bostwick, awake, staring at me, pure hatred in her eyes. The look on her face caught me completely off guard. She looked like she was ready to kill me. Before I could get a word out, Bostwick was coming at me with a scalpel. She was still weak, though. It didn't take much to restrain her. Eventually, she gave in to the pain.
I know that you're angry. I would be too. Okay, just listen.
Just do it.
Do what, boss?
Kill me,
I'm
torture me. I'd rather die than be in the custody of a traitor.
What? I'm not a
You're
traitor.
Oni, aren't you?
Yes, but I'm trying to protect you. You're my friend.
Pharaoh and I were friends. I don't know who you are.
You're right. You don't know me. But we're not so different, you and I, okay? Just trust me.
Trust you? Were your parents killed by Oni officers?
No, Bostwick.
I am nothing like you. You're a liar.
You're right. But believe it or not, you are the closest thing I have to a friend. And I want you to know the truth. I at least owe you that. Come on. Ask me whatever you want.
Well, what's your real name?
Maya Sankar.
And how long have you been a rat traitor?
I joined Oni when I was around your age, but I didn't get into Spec Ops. As I opened up to Bostwick after years of deceiving her, I told myself that regaining her trust like this would protect her. But as the answers poured out of me, I knew deep down why I was really doing it. I needed to finally start telling the truth. I had absolutely no idea they were going to attack. They kept me strictly need to know.
Were you going to try to turn me? Make me into an Oni spy like you?
No, it wasn't like that.
All that stuff you said as Pharaoh about finding the truth, about beating them with ideas and lifting up the outer colonies as equals.
I meant it. Every word. More than anything, I wanted to... I don't know. After being undercover for so long, I started to feel... Sometimes I feel like I am Pharaoh. It's hard to explain. But I want what she wants, you know? And in a lot of ways, being Pharaoh makes more sense to me now than I could have...
Maya!
I rushed in and found Mashak with his jaw on the floor.
You could have led with, hey, Mashak, here's your compad. And by the way, the Master Chief is dead!
Yeah, I've been a little preoccupied. What does it say?
Well, the official news is that there's no news. Same speech on a loop. He died in the line of duty, protecting us all, blah, 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 what a hero. But lots of speculation in the slush. Theories, other theories debunking those theories. Some people claiming the UNSC is using his death to cover up a bigger story. They think he's still alive.
Reliable, I'm sure.
What would the UNSC have to gain from presenting the chief as dead? Why destroy his legacy?
It cements his legacy.
Bostwick had made her way to her feet and stumbled into the room.
You once said the heroes are born out of sacrifice, but cemented in death.
Yeah, but still why? What, to cover up the anomalies? How does killing the chief publicly cover that up?
Because
It doesn't. Unless the truth is scarier than the cover-up.
There we go.
What if the whole Pico story was a dry run? If the chief isn't following orders anymore and he's proving to be more trouble than he's worth, you'd have to get rid of him, right?
I was processing everything very slowly at that point. But what Mashak said had struck a chord. If the chief wasn't following the rules, and the Oni AI bot's statistical analysis pointed to his death being more valuable than his life, they wouldn't hesitate to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
I should know. I've just been the victim to the same analysis. Okay, so is there anything specific about the anomalies?
I did find one theory, but it's a little New Testament. You know the triad?
The religious cult?
Yeah, they're popping up all over the place.
Which has
claiming
a
that
Twitter.
The anomalies aren't random. That they're part of the transcendence, and that their leader, Dask, has returned, and that these anomalies are basically the galactic end times.
The triad was a religion, sort of. I'd run into small pockets of their members a few times while undercover. They were always preaching about multiple lives,
so many cool
transcendence,
Twitters
the
for
end of the
this.
universe. Crazy ideas that didn't sound so crazy if you were desperate enough. Lucky for them, there were a lot of desperate people in the outer colonies. Their leader, a man named Dosk Gevadim, had gained millions of followers across Waypoint, then